Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got to win. We started off this, we snuck it out, but we got to win. And Porzingis didn't get injured, and he looked good. Boy, we just look good. I'm glad we started off with a win because I couldn't handle. It don't matter. We back. Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's your boy, DJ on the corner of County. Oh yeah. And this is hashtag Celtics Nation. CJ Resto.
Hey yo, CJ Resto. CJ Resto. Yeah, it's CJ Resto. CJ Resto. He said it's CJ Resto. Who? CJ Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ Resto. Yo, CJ Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ Resto. He said it's CJ Resto. Who? CJ Resto.
Holy smokes. We back. We're back again. Your favorite Celtics podcast. What else? Hashtag Celtics Nation. It's Hendrik Hernandez Resto, aka Resto, aka the Latino Masfino. We back again. Look, we did it again. Yes, thank you for the last. Thank you for the last. We back again. Season 2 of CJ and Resto. This technically the second show because we had Anna Horford on for the first one, but this is the first post-game show that we're doing all season, and we're happy to be here. We're happy that you guys are back. Look at you flooding the comments. Look at that. The microphone. It dropped because Porzingis was that much of a mic drop tonight. Just like everybody else, we getting right back into the habit of things and into the swing of things. So I'll hold the mic, damn it, if it's gonna fall. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great night for us to start the season on, and thank God they won. Because I was out here worried. We were all worried. That third quarter did not look favorable. We were winning by 9, and then in less than a minute, they ate that up. It looked really scary. But let's focus on the good. Porzingis is good. Porzingis is a good basketball player. Yeah. Yeah, the Knicks aren't trash, but they lost tonight, so you know what we gotta hit them with, right? They was trash. Basura. Garbage. Tuesday. Yeah, y'all tried. Now, actually, being realistic, the Knicks have a decent team, or either that or our defense needs to get a little better. You know who it is. It's me. And what up, Melissa? Yeah, we was out here watching. I knew she had to be watching the game. She's a fantastic fan. But Porzingis looked fantastic on the defensive end. Didn't look completely terrible. 4 blocks is fantastic. The man averaged he had like a block and a half or 2 blocks last season, somewhere around there, and he looked fantastic. He looked decent there, but he looked great tonight on that end. We can't get mad at him. He dropped 30 on the homies. I got to refresh the final stats here to see how much the man had, because he finished with 30. Yeah, and he was plus 13. The man was plus 13 when he was on the floor. Everybody in the starting lineup seemed to have a positive plus minus tonight. Drew Holiday had a plus 3. D White with the plus 7. Jaylen Brown with the plus 8. Even Jason Tatum ended up even with a with just 0. He was minus 2, like a minute left into the game. So I'm glad he evened that out. He had 34 tonight on 13 of 22, 3 from 8. 3 for 8 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw. Good. Hit them free throws. Jaylen Brown tonight, 3 or 4 from the free throw, with 4-11 from the field goal, 0-4 from 3. Yeah, that'll get better. Again, he was 11 points, but he was still plus 8. So you got to look at that. The personal fouls, I don't know if it was the refs. I was talking to King C's before the game, before the show, and it looked, we was yelling about the refs. Here at hashtag Celtics Nation, we never like to make excuses. But they called 2 flopping techs in this game. And what? I'm not a particular fan of that. No, Akeem, I don't think Porzingis is our savior, but If our second option or our third option is dropping 30 when JB isn't dropping anything because they're focusing on him, we become very difficult. It we were all wondering what that starting lineup was going to look like, right? Like we were all waiting for that tonight. Um yeah, Brenda, I don't know what's up with the flopping calls either. That was a little weird. We were all waiting for that starting lineup, and this particular starting lineup looked good. Um, every single person can create their own shot, and we have plenty of players. Every single person can create for somebody else too. If you're looking at that starting lineup, I don't know how Al Horford particularly feels coming off the bench. He was -7 tonight. He had 8 points. He was 3 or 4 from three though. I'm sorry, he was 3 or 4 from the field and 2 of 3 from three. And he had 2 personal fouls, but that's fine. Sam Hauser was out there, had 0 points, but he was +5. So yeah, we like that. Sammy Hauser always making the defenses worse. Love him. Um, our bench, yeah, boo. I'm they're 50-50. I'm 50-50. The jury's still out on the bench. The jury's still out on the chemistry of the team. It's very clear that it's going to be a great team. It's going to be a good team. This is not like when they threw a bunch of pieces together on the Nets. These pieces actually very much complement each other. Um, and they look great. I don't know about William. I don't know about it if it's a confidence thing for JB. I don't. The defense was locking in on. They don't want him to go off. Me and C's was talking about that before the show as well. When we was doing pre-production, we was mentioning that we didn't feel it wasn't a JB things more to say that it was the Knicks. The Knicks were focusing in on Jaylen Brown particularly well, and you got to take somebody away. This happened when the Celtics had Ray, Paul, and Kevin. Somebody had to give something up. Somebody has to give something up. We can't have 3 dudes scoring 30. Somebody's gonna have to give something up, and they particularly focused in on Jaylen Brown. He was 4 of 11 from the floor, not too horrible, but 0 of 4 from three. Probably just the season and starting it. We can't base everything that we're going to be doing or everything that we're going to see going forward off of what we see tonight, good or bad. But particularly, let's not harp on JB. Particularly, can score buckets. We've seen him do that. We've seen him be confident. We've seen him dunk on homies. We've seen him score threes. Going 0 for 4 is not a trend for Jaylen Brown. It's a blip. I don't think that that's going to happen again too often. It is the NBA. It is 82 games. So, um, Jessica, thoughts on Drew Holiday? Fair. I mean, it's his first night out there. He's just learning the system. He was 4 for 10 as well. He was 1 for 5 from 3. He didn't get to the free throw line at all tonight. He had 2 offensive rebounds and 2 defensive rebounds, 2 assists. It's a very mediocre night to be +3 and have 9 points. But you had 2 homies out here dropping 30 balls. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Tatum and Porzingis doing what they were supposed to do. On different nights, it's going to be different guys. We have plenty of guys who can give you 30, and we have particularly maybe 3 who can give you 50, and Jalen and Jason Tatum, who can give you 60, right? And there were scary moments there at the end of the game, and particularly in the third quarter. Um, they're learning how to play with each other. This is their first game together that matters, and they were in hostile territory. And you know what? You know what the beautiful thing is that they get to be tested again by the Miami Heat come this Friday because they're not particularly happy about not getting Damian Lillard and about the hard time we gave them last year in the conference finals and beating them the year before in the conference finals. So it is a rivalry there. So I particularly see that they'll be tested again. Everybody's going to be giving the Boston Celtics their best shot. By December, we'll know who they are. I always say this, by Christmas, you know who your team is unless a miracle is going to happen. We've seen some miracles happen. But like when CJ jumps into the middle of the show and he says that just happened particularly well right there. We just
You
like,
see that?
what up,
You
dog?
see that? You see that, bro?
You
You
see that?
see
Let's
that?
what up,
You
King?
see it?
What
What's
up, God?
cracking?
Peace, Lord.
What's going on, bro?
My microphone clip like does not want to function and it like let the microphone drop and all that. So I'm trying to like be cognizant of it, but I think we can leave it there. CJ's here. The blessings in the building. CJ,
I
what's
don't want.
good?
I don't want to scream. Wake up my family. But
Don't
I
scream.
just want to.
We
There's
won.
just. I just came in. There's a couple things I just want to say. I'm jumping in right in real quick. I just want to say fuck the Knicks. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna start. I'm
Knicks
just
is
gonna.
trash.
This is the energy I'm going with right now.
Trash.
I'm just saying. Yeah, we're gonna go with the trash button too, but I'm just saying the Knicks can kiss my ass. Just all I want to say. I don't know what's happening. I was like jumping on ASAP.
Where we was just talking about, I was talking about how particularly this Drew Holiday.
Mm,
One of the fan questions that popped in was about Drew Holiday, and they mentioned how they wanted to know what we felt about Drew Holiday, and it was a pretty mediocre night for him. But you had two guys going off. I said,
yeah,
let's not judge them particularly off this one game. You can see some good things. But I said, wait till December 25th. Right around Christmas, you know what your team looks like, and there's enough games in the bag that you kind of know what you're doing. Unless a miracle is gonna happen, like a couple of years ago when we went to the finals and we were one of the worst teams, and then after January, it was just like, all right, we'll be the best team ever.
yeah. So I was game casting the whole time. So shouldn't have been doing, but I was driving, looking the whole time. And from what I could see, um, Drew didn't have obviously the solid game. But like you said, you don't really know what your team is until like December time.
Exactly.
Um, but what I didn't really particularly see who had a good game was JB. JB didn't have like his best game.
No,
Um, but I do like what I seen out of freaking Kristaps and Tatum. Like they looked special.
they
Like
look good together.
they looked special. I like how Kristaps can spread the floor. Um,
Yep.
even not for nothing. At the end of the game, like it looked kind of shaky. Anyway, not for nothing. Like
Yeah, that didn't
it
look
looked kind
good
of
at the end
shaky.
of the game, but Porzingis doesn't look like a player scared to be injured, which I think is
Mm,
a major plus. We've seen guys get hurt and their whole psychology changes afterwards. We've seen
mm.
guys get hurt and their physiology changes afterwards, particularly in the instances of Gordon Hayward, where it just wasn't psychologically, he wasn't the same afterwards. He
Well,
wasn't as
for a
aggressive.
while, for a while, he was like we used to say he was boycotting health,
He was what?
boycotting health. You know what I'm saying? He was like boycotting health. Oh, what's homeboy say? Tope said, if I said your name wrong, my bad, Tope. But can we talk about the clutch timeout Joe called at the end of the game? Yup. He learned.
Finally,
he, he learning.
that worked
He
out.
learning. I like the team though. I like that they're kind of scrappy and not for nothing. It kind of shows that they are kind of resilient, especially to
Mhm.
try to come back at the end. Um, I don't like how they did let off the gas a little bit, how they usually do. They kind of let off the gas, but
It's the
it's the first game.
NBA. It's particularly a game of swings in the NBA, and you end up getting this type of back and forth where a team will go up by 20, or even if you go up by 20 in this NBA, it means nothing. Like it's
Mhm.
not the fourth quarter. Even in the fourth quarter, somebody will blow it out the water, hitting three straight threes, and all of a sudden that lead is down from 20 to 12. And it's like if they hit one more three, it's where it's a game.
It's
Like
like a game of runs. Everyone says that. It's a game of
yeah.
runs. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you
It's a game of
you
runs.
expect that, but you do expect them to be better as the season goes on. The Porzingis having 4 blocks proves that he can guard the low post. He can,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, one of the blocks was on one of the Knicks guards. From blanking out on his name, RJ. It was on RJ. He swatted RJ, and it was just him and him. It was just both of them one on one, and he kept up with him. And he's not playing like a guy who's scared to be injured. When they pulled him out of the Olympics, they pulled him out of the Olympics just to be careful. He ain't had no injury.
Oh, FIBA, the
Yeah, when
FIBA
he pulled
joint.
him out of FIBA,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sorry, yeah,
yeah,
when he
yeah.
pulled him out of the FIBA, that was just some other stuff. But that he definitely wasn't injured because he's not playing like somebody who was injured a couple weeks ago.
Facts. Oh, this
He
is our girl. This is the girl Ferrera.
what up?
Hi. Nice to see you again too, yo.
Hey,
Very
hey,
good to see you
hey,
again
welcome
too,
back.
yo. I'm gonna slaughter your name, Maluskika. I'm gonna slaughter your name. Do not, do not be,
Miluska
do
Farro
not,
Rivera.
do not be mad at CJ and Resto. Don't be mad at me because I can't. I'm
I
trying.
did it. I did it right.
I'm
Miluska.
trying. I like your profile pic. I'm gonna say it. What she
Bruh.
say? First, what did she say? First W. Yeah, Porzingis' legs looks like tree branches. Pause. Yeah, for real. He he looked like he was doing his thing, bro. He was doing his
I
thing.
yeah,
He was
he's
doing his thing.
extremely freaking tall. Like he's
You know
way
what it is?
tall.
You know what it is too is like we didn't sit and watch Porzingis' games. I know I didn't. I
None.
wasn't. I wasn't looking at the Wizards games and being like,
Nope.
I got to watch this game.
I went to a
So
Wizards game. He wasn't there.
it's it's very similar to how like we know Kyrie was nasty. Like you
Ridiculous.
kind of knew Kyrie was nasty, but did you watch all of Kyrie Irving's games? No, not
No,
until
as
he
soon
came
as he
into
got
Boston.
traded, I watched the highlight reels for
Right,
hours and hours. I was like,
right.
"Oh my god,
So you're
he's
like he's
ridiculous." But a lot of those highlights were things that he did against the Celtics. So I was like, I was very familiar with how ridiculous Kyrie was by the time he.
but you didn't but you
Emotional damage.
You know how I feel about Kyrie, man.
but you didn't see it like every day until we seen him on the court with us.
No, not
You know
until
what
I
I'm saying?
heard. Not until I heard that he was coming. And this is in Porzingis. I mean, I'm older now. When Kyrie came, I was so, I was so ingrained into. Oh my God, who's coming? Who's going? When Porzingis came, I was like, let's see what happens. I didn't watch his highlights because I didn't think that there was going to be many. And plus, I've seen his whole career. You know what I mean? I've seen his career
Yeah.
highlights.
But he's nice, nice. I was sitting there, I was like, wow, he just took that three from like damn near 3/4. So I was like, and then splashed it. I was like it was nothing.
No, yeah, he makes the. I was gonna say that in the preseason and during this game, anytime that I do see him on offense, for the most part, it looks effortless. He looks so like he's just launching. Like it was. I don't know how him and Luca didn't work out. It's good. The Mavericks gonna look real stupid by the end of the season
Yeah.
again. They how they fumbled this
Right
because
now,
if this guy stays healthy and he keeps playing like this, that's a major drop because Porzingis could have absolutely helped Luca be much, much, much better dynamic as a team. I miss Marcus, but Porzingis very clearly gives us something that we have not
never
had
had, never had. And you
ever.
know what? Not for nothing. This during the fourth quarter is when I said to myself, this is where we can see if not having Marcus Smart there is a
Mhm.
problem. Just for that intensity on the defensive end. Um, I think they
They
came through. Don't get
they
me
made some
wrong.
winning plays. They made I mean, man, I miss that. I miss the dog, man. I miss the homie,
Yeah, I
man. I
get it.
really
I get
do.
it. I get it. Yo,
But
listen, but think about the possibilities of what we have right now. Imagine if
oh
Jalen
yes,
Brown, if all three of them have a game.
yeah, there's gonna be a game where they combine for like 90 points.
Yeah,
Watch.
when they go off. Hey, Denisha, we miss you. We're happy you're back.
Tanisha, welcome
It's good to
back. We're
see you.
happy. We
Good to
made
see.
it through the
Good
summer.
to
Yo,
see
for
you.
real, happy to see
Good to see
everybody
you.
back and made it through the summer safe and
Hell yeah.
healthy and anybody who did it, our condolences or our well wishes that you get better soon. But we happy to see our regulars. We happy to see everybody that we can see that's here because this is awesome. I forgot how many people was really watching, man. I'm
Yep, I
excited to see
forget. I
y'all again.
forget. Melissa's there. What up, Melissa? My man Chris. I'm looking at the comments now. Chris back. What's up, bro?
What up,
KP with
though?
the Jays is gonna be nice to watch. Yo, facts.
For real.
KP with the Jays. Like I know it's only game. I know it's only game one.
Yes.
I know it's only game one, and I don't want to get too crazy excited because we have so much. Just such a big season.
81 more at
Um,
least. At the very minimum,
but
we have 81 more games.
we really won't know what this team is capable of, just like you said, until December.
Yeah, and around December, I think they'll around January, around there, way before the All Star break.
All
Because by
Star
the
break,
All
we'll
Star
know.
break, you're in there. You know who's where and who's doing what. From that moment on, from December 25th to about January 1st, that's the team that we're gonna probably see the rest of the year unless some miracle happens. The cool thing is that I forget that we have a trade deadline. We can still make
We can still
some
make some moves.
moves.
I heard some stupid rumor today.
Oh, hit
That
me.
I heard a stupid rumor again. It's the KD rumor again. KD leaving the Suns to come for JV. It was like some fucking just some stupid rumor.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that. Yeah, thank you for
thank
the
you.
laughs. Because
Like
that's
this,
wild.
this is the dumbest thing ever. But I'm like that. Like people that say that, I'm like, yo, he just signed like the richest contract. What are you talking about? Like, where are you getting your retarded sources from?
I don't think
Um,
that that's a yeah, it's not in a
What's
that's
your
in a
what's
locker room.
I'm curious to what you thought about the bench play.
The jury's still out. I don't know. During the day, it's scrappy. Um, it exposes Al Horford a lot. I'm not looking at any defensive stoppers coming off that bench, right? Like that bench is Sam Hauser, Al Horford, Luke Cornett, and Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah,
That's a lot of people, and then there's a lot of DMPs: Brissett, Kada. Um, those in particular, those two players who are guys that I think play well and can play well and probably will play later on in the season. I mean, these are the familiar guys. These are the guys who have been here the longest, minus Drew Holiday and Porzingis, because they're stars and you got to play them.
Yeah,
That's who played. Who knows the system? And I mean, I expect Peyton Pritchard to play every night. He's that dude, bro. He's really good.
he
But
hit two good free throws at the end. Can't lie. I was
yeah,
kind of like, don't
he
miss it. He's only a
he was
75.
the
Do you know
bench.
he was only? Do you know he was only a 75% free throw shooter last year?
That's weird for somebody who can launch from deep. Generally, you expect guys like that can really get it in. Like
Yeah, maybe.
they
Yeah,
like
I thought he would be a little higher for some reason. I had that on my
at
mind.
least 80s, like mid 80s. So the bench was, yeah. Hauser was the only person with a plus, with a positive plus minus. Horford -7, Cornette -1. Pritchard was a -8. So in particular, when you look at the plus minus and then you look at what they scored, you're just kind of like, oh yeah, so the bench wasn't good. It was 12 total points from the bench.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
If it wasn't for Quickly, the Knicks wouldn't be that much better. They had 14 minus Quickly's 24.
Yo, speaking of speaking
He
of
went
quickly,
off.
speaking of quickly, right?
He was still -3.
I
Let me
don't.
just let me put that in perspective for you. He had 24 points. He was still -3.
Yo,
Bruh.
he quickly looked like an alien, bro. I'm sorry. He looked like that alien from.
He's
You ever
more
see? You ever see? You
plays
ever see?
he
He
plays
plays
well
good,
though.
but he looked like the alien from American Dad. Like, I wish we could pull.
Oh,
Like, I don't know why I
I can't
seen
believe
him.
I forgot his name.
I hate
Roger.
this. Yeah, he looked like Roger. Like,
Your
I don't
name's
what.
Roger
I,
now.
like, I don't know
'Cause
what
you
it is, but he
trash.
looked like Roger, bro.
Lies. He's not trash. He's a
He
really
played,
good
but
baller. That man can play.
he also reminds me of home dude from the Sixers,
Means
Maxi.
he's means yeah, he Maxi means he said he reminded us of Bones Highland kind of
Uh,
type of player. Like I was like, yeah, exactly. Like those, yeah, exactly. Like damn, yeah, he's really good. I don't think the Knicks extended him.
no, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Come on down. You don't want the Knicks all up in your video,
Yeah,
dancing in your video on the record. Come on down to Boston.
yeah. You don't want them all in
Come
your.
on
You
down
know,
to
come
Causeway
on.
Road.
Who do you think we could get to help with the bench? Who do you think is out there?
Somebody like a Quigley would be good, but the Knicks would never trade him this way. And we don't have anybody. Like no disrespect to the bench right now, but I don't think the league really wants anybody that's on our bench. We would
I
have to
can agree.
trade like D White or something like that. And Al Horford's
No,
contract is not something that's favorable either to trade. Not that I would want to trade him. I love him, but like nobody's. I don't think anybody's really pining for Pritchard and Hauser, right? Like it looks like Missoula is going to run 9 players, maybe even less.
maybe,
It looks like he's
maybe.
only gonna run about 8 players, really. I see Cornette getting in there. No, I think that these are his 9. He's not gonna play. I like Kada. I think he needs to get burned.
He
Like
needs to get some run.
we need to
He
get
needs to get
Kada
some
some
run.
burn. He's
He needs to
7
get some run.
feet. He's huge. He's strong. I'm sure he'll learn the system fast. So I think it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time for these guys.
I think we start putting it together now. I think that and not for nothing. I like that we got all the old players back coming in there. I love that we got Rondo there. I
Yeah.
love that we got Pierce hanging out there. I think even just Sam Cassell being the defensive person that he is,
Yep.
being the assistant coach, I feel like this year could be totally different. And I know we've had some losses, but once they figure it out, they could be a problem. They could be a
Yeah,
problem.
I think the way the league and the way the NBA is portraying it, there's like 3 or 4 teams that are really ridiculous this year, and the Celtics are one of them. Like
Yeah.
they should be vying for a title. I can see them going to the finals, not without like problem. Not that they're gonna sweep the East, but the Celtics will run into the Bucks,
Mhm.
and that's about it.
But so on paper, the Celtics are better than the Bucks.
On paper, the
On
Celtics are
paper,
better because the Celtics have
on paper.
4 guys who could smoke you.
But
Like
they got two and a
they
half. Like
got you.
I don't consider Middleton.
I'm not worried
Like,
about Middleton.
yeah, like I'm more worried about Dame
I done told y'all
and
last year.
and Giannis, but
I done told
I
him.
ain't worried about one of
I told him last season I ran Chris Middleton out of town. No, I'm joking. Um, I'm not
them.
worried about Chris Middleton, man. I'm not worried.
He needs to brush his hair behind Kevin Durant. I'm gonna say it. His hair is jacked too. I got the smoke today. I don't care this season if y'all people watching.
He say, brush your hair.
Brush your hair. I don't give a shit no more.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm just tired. You can't be making all this money, not carry your little
Your
brushes. You can't
hairline trash.
keep it in the bag. Yo, the
For
Kawhi Leonard
real.
laugh is hilarious. The Kawhi
It,
Leonard laugh is hilarious.
it was
Who
a
else
good
said that?
game.
Chris said it too. Chris said it too. I think it was a good game.
It was
It's a
a good
good
game. It was a good
gauge.
way to start the season, and then we got Miami on Friday, which is a good way to end the week as far as
Yeah,
the work weeks go.
Miami on Friday. I'm not even now that I just watched Kristaps. Like I'm like he could be the one that take on Bam too. Because
I mean,
I didn't realize how
he
much of a defensive
stretches
presence he
the
was.
floor, so he's gonna pull Bam out, and Bam's not
Pause.
gonna be able to clock the paint. And JT and JB and Drew and Peyton Pritchard and everybody can just go to work because you got to respect Porzingis from the arc.
Yeah, and I have to keep his name right. Porzingis. Is it
Porzingis.
Porzingis or Porzingis? I always mess myself up. It's Porzingis.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going.
Man, Caesar's on fire tonight, bro. He's on fire. It's a great team. I think it's a good looking team, bro.
Yeah.
The Knicks are coming out with good energy. They're at home. They're gonna play hard and then pause. And they're gonna do what they got to do to win in their scrappy team. I'm not worried about them as much as about the bad things that I saw tonight as much as I am hopeful and optimistic
Yeah.
about the great things that I saw tonight. I've been watching basketball for a long time. This looks like a good team. This is what a good team looks like, guys. You know what a good team looks like.
The only thing, and I'm gonna say it, this will be the last time actually, it will not be the last time I talk about it. I'm still weird that Marcus isn't there. Like it's just
Emotional damage.
yeah, like it is emotional damage that he's not there. Like I'm still, but you know, I understand the growth. I know you see them talking shit too, bro. Like I know you see
I
them
read that he
talking
did,
shit.
and I didn't read it because I didn't want to hurt my own feelings.
He's talking shit, and I get it. He's still hurt. I get it. I understand, but
Yeah,
sorry, bro. We got Kristaps.
Marcus, I'm sorry, and that it's a
So,
business, bro. I miss you, and it's gonna be that Kobe Bryant picture where he got the trophy and he looks so confused, right? Like
the one that he's like for his dad.
yeah, like where he's just like confused as hell when he got the championship trophy. That's what it's gonna feel like when we win it this year. I'm just gonna be like, man, Marcus ain't here for this.
Yo, you ever see? Did you see Kyle Kuzma try to do that same image when the Lakers won in the bubble? Right, there's a picture of Kuzma trying to do like the Kobe, and they just roasted him. They were like, "Yo, this is like the worst portrayal of Kobe Bryant ever. You should be ashamed of yourself."
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh wow, I can't even believe I cursed. That's crazy. Wow, Cal Kuzma, you made me curse, fam.
Yeah,
You made me curse.
wild.
Yeah, I apologize for that, Celtics fans, because that's out of my character for this show.
Oh, they got who's saying they're excited for Friday? Oh yeah, we definitely excited.
We
Denisha, we
excited.
excited.
We excited.
Marushka, we definitely excited.
I
We
bet. I
definitely
hope
excited.
Jimmy Butler got the emo here. He said he wasn't gonna have it. Stop trolling, Jimmy. You ain't trolling. You ain't trolling. You losing bets. You keep betting
That's
somebody
right.
that you're gonna win an NBA Finals game and you ain't win one
He's
yet. I mean,
he's
the NBA
he's
Finals.
he's We're just
Yeah,
gonna
we
do
live
this
it, man.
random. We're just gonna just start doing random dance offs, just so y'all know. This season, CJ and Resto is gonna feel different.
That was
Just
so
letting y'all
cool.
know, we's on fire this year.
Yeah, because Caesar's on fire, so we on fire.
We's gonna be on fire. We just because it's this
What was
game
the
one.
subtle jab? What was the
Uh-huh.
subtle jab? No, I saw that at the on the
Oh, so he basically said like um he basically came out and was like, you guys, what are they? Oh my god. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it back up so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hold
hurting my damn feelings.
Well, I think because he was, he was super sad, bro.
I
He
I
was
got my
super
com-
sad.
I got my
Hold
computer up.
on,
I'll look it up. I'll
pull
look
it
it up.
up,
'Cause your thing
pull it
is
up,
you off camera. Hold on. Let me pull off the
pull
microphone.
it up, pull it up, pull it up, because he was pissed. He was being petty. He was being petty, Hold on. What did my man Marcus say? He was basically he was low key throwing shade. Like he was also said something like
All right,
he
let me
also
slide back in here because I got everything
he
set up a
said,
particular way. Marcus
"Oh
Smart
yeah,
throws shade at the Celtics after trade. I got it here. Marcus Smart. Ba, 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 ba. Let's go for the quote. If I'm being quite frank, I knew I would be traded eventually. Just figuring it would be next season, just based off
because
my contract and with the new CBA. We already knew that, but it was just the way it happened. I was told everything was good after asking multiple times, like, I'm hearing rumors, what's going on? And they're like, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. And then when I do hear about the trade, it's from Shams
on
on
Twitter, yeah,
Twitter before I hear from the team. The Celtics face a tough draw. Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Yeah, I mean, he has every right. He didn't take a jab at the Celtics at all. He just
no,
stated facts.
no, he stated facts, but I think the jab was like he was basically already saying like, oh, I already knew I was gonna be traded.
Yeah, and I agree that that's something that he can anticipate because he knows it's a business and he knows based on the contract and it was if they didn't win a championship, even if they did win a championship, that he was like, it's just not going to work out for them, right? Like they don't have the money for it and blah 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 blah. So I understand, I understand.
So
Hey,
who said?
Melissa, I hope you enjoy that game because that's going to be a fantastic game.
Holmesy said,
He's going to be
what
crying.
he said, what hat do you want the most this year? For me, I want a
Mm.
fucking Heat hat.
Oh yeah.
I want a Heat hat. I
I
want
want
that
an
get back.
NBA
I
Finals
want that.
champion hat. That's the hat that I want. I want the championship hat. That's the
Okay.
coveted hat. That's the one that we want.
All right.
That's the final hat that when we open the case and stuff like that is in there. That's the one, man. The SpongeBob meme
Yeah.
like that with the hat right there.
All
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah.
get it. I
I
respect that. I
want
see
that
where you're going.
finals one. We done
I
beat
see where
every
you're going.
team. We done whooped them. We done put some historic numbers up on people in the playoffs. We've had some crazy games. That game 6 last year in the conference finals was just ridiculous. And game 7 even kind of like
No,
actually no, game 7
game
we
seven
got beat
hurt
up.
me.
Yeah,
Game
we
seven,
got beat up. I
we
forgot.
got we got beat up
But we
like
had
Tina
3
Turner used to get beat up
really
by Ike
crazy
Turner, bro.
games before that, and it was crazy. See it Friday, CJ. Friday, said Jonathan Pierce. Welcome back, JP. Miss you,
I
dog.
can't.
I'm happy to
I
see
can't.
you guys back, man. It fills me up with energy and
See,
love and life.
Denisha knows what soccer I'm talking about. I'm
Yep.
talking about the goddamn Heat hat, yo.
I want that finals hat.
Just to
Mhm.
have one. Like we don't really have their hat. They got our hat. They took
Yeah,
our
right
hat
now they
from
do.
us, bro.
Right
They
now they
took
do.
our hat. We need that
Yeah, that's
shit.
how we look.
Yeah,
Right
we
now
need
we
that.
do. I
We
think
need that.
that we're poised to whoop on a lot of teams this year, if I'm being honest.
Long as we stay healthy, bro,
Yes,
we
that's
just
the
gotta stay
key.
healthy.
That's
And
the
then
key.
and the thing is, if we don't get healthy, I hope that our bench we just need something different. I think that what they need to do too, they need to give these young kids some run. Like Jordan Walsh, I don't know why I take a risk, see what that kid can do because
Yeah,
I
you
feel
need
like he's a
somebody to be an
sleeper.
X factor. Yeah,
I feel like he's a
exactly. We need
sleeper. I feel like
exactly
he's
what
a
I'm saying.
sleeper.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel like he's a sleeper. I feel him, even JD, even JD might even be a weird sleeper.
I agree
See,
that I'm surprised that he's not on the roster. Like
yeah,
but I know that the organization is big on we can't play small. They don't like
mm,
that idea. They've always been
yeah.
we need switchable players and we need long, tall, switchable players. And that's what they do. That's what we got. We got
Mm.
not that Porzingis can guard 1 through 5, but your 3 through 5 better be careful if you're coming down on the paint on him or shooting from the 3 if you're not really shifty. If you're not really, really good, he can guard you. The same things that and I know that we're seeing it from Wembenyama. People are shooting 3 pointers and he's blocking them on the way up after they release the shot.
That tall bastard, yo. That
Porzingis is
tall.
not that
I'm.
much different though.
He's on
Porzingis
well,
could
'cause
Porzingis is not
Porzingis
that
is
much
7'3",
different.
right?
He could be that same player if when healthy, and he's proving it tonight that he can guard.
Yeah,
So
because Porzingis is what 7'3", 7'3",
predict
right?
the Celtics record. This is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Porzingis is like 7'3".
And Wembanyama is 7'4".
or like 7-1. I'm sorry, he's like 7-1. It's not that much of a difference, but it is.
Yeah,
But theoretically, Celtics record. Predict Celtics record 50 plus.
I say 50 plus wins.
Oh man,
I might even say 55.
60. I want to go. I
Nah,
want to see a 60-win season. Here's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see them burn out during the regular season, and I don't want to see them playing with their food in the playoffs and going 7 games every freaking series. Like, there's no
yeah,
need.
like like real shit. Like I don't really I care about the regular season, but I'm starting to realize like that really doesn't mean anything until we really hit the
We have an
playoffs.
in-season tournament this year,
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just about to
which I
say that.
still don't understand. So next episode of CJ and Resto by Friday,
We
I'll have
should
some understanding by it.
we should try to break that down because
Yeah.
I think the in season thing, like I think that's just added. Like I think everyone goes to Vegas too. Like they play in Vegas.
Yes, that's what
Um
I thought I heard.
and I know it's like college type format almost, so I don't know too
I don't
much
know
about it.
either. I
I
don't know
feel
too
like
much about it
I
either. I'm old school, so this is
it's
the
a
first
money
year.
grab, bro. It's a money grab. Everyone knows it's a money grab, and it's trying to keep the players like
They're trying to keep the regular
interested.
season interesting, is what they're trying to do
Yeah,
because we just get it's 82 games. It's a long season. After January, we get burnt out. Right around January, I'm glad they do the All Star break because we get burnt out right around there. Because every year around January, I'm like, whatever, man. And like, seriously, if it wasn't for CJ and Resto, I'd be like, I'm not
yeah.
right. Like,
We'll see
I
y'all in April.
I'd always get burnt out around January. Every year before CJ and Resto, I got burnt out before January. I was like, oh my God, so many games.
Yo, this is why I don't play 2K anymore. I used to play 2K and try to
On
do a
full,
season.
yeah, full season, 12-minute quarters. Yeah, it takes
Yo,
like a year.
how do you
If you're a
how do you
dad and you
50 games?
work 40 hours or you work more than that and you got a relationship, you got more than one kid, and you play 2K and you can bang out a season on 12 minutes and you play all 82 games, you wildin'.
You
You
want
you wild.
How do you feel about the tournament? Well, I think I just said it. Like we don't really know too much about it to be honest.
Yeah.
It's more like I said, I think it's a money grab. It's trying to get people the interest in basketball throughout the whole season, trying to keep it.
Mhm.
I'd honestly rather watch a Big Three game. That's just me. I wish they had Big Three in
I
the
think
middle of the
I think
season.
it's gonna be a good thing. I don't think it's gonna be a horrible thing. I think it'll mix it up.
Yeah,
I think it'll give us something different to look at. Well, it's just it's a change of pace. They have to. They have to do something, man. It's the game's been around 70 something years, almost 80 years. You got to do
mm,
something. Can't keep
yeah.
repeating the same formula over and over.
You ever think that they'll do like a 4 point shot?
No, I think that the 3-point shot was a fucking gimmick. They used to think about it like that. And it wasn't like a real thing. So the 4-point shot would be hard to sell. I think it would be just as hard to sell as a 3-pointer, but here's what would happen. Just like the 3-pointer, eventually, anybody who thinks that it's not part of the game would get phased out. Like, you know what I mean? Like the fans would grow old and they would be generations of fans who were like, there's always been a 4-point line, right? It's like, no.
Yeah, true.
Just like us.
Yo,
We were like, what do
something.
you mean there wasn't a 3-point line? Yeah. For the first like 4 or 5 years of Larry Bird's career, there was no 3-point line.
No 3 point line at all.
Right?
Yeah, hold on. Someone wrote something
I might be tripping.
Someone wrote John E. Hall won his cup. What he say? Spurs are the team of the past. Um, I just want to touch on that real fast. Yes, they are a team of the past, but right now, way beyond them, bro. That boy different. He
That
gonna
boy,
put he the
that
boy
boy,
different.
good.
The boy different. So he might
That boy,
change
good.
the Spurs. The Celtics actually line up pretty nice against them, though. Not for nothing. Pulse.
Yeah. I think that we'd still smoke them. They're not good. They're not they're not good. When was great.
Denisha, Denisha, what's the score? Denisha says she's watching the game right now. Denisha, what's the score? Put it in the comments. Because I turned that shit off already. I came
Yeah, I might
downstairs.
go watch it, but I might not. So
I don't
who
care.
knows? It's
We
a
won
mystery. You'll
today.
find out tomorrow. Tune in on Friday to find out if Resto watched the Spurs game.
I don't care. We won.
Thank God I wasn't trying to start the season like that. 52-52. All right, who they playing?
We're they're playing Dallas. They're
Oh, I might
playing
go watch
Dallas.
that because of Luca
They're
Magic.
playing.
You know how much
They're
I
playing.
love me some Luca Magic. I think he's great.
He ain't better than Kyrie.
And Kyrie's there too. Y'all know how much I love Kyrie.
Yo, you know what we should do, bro? I noticed. Did you see that they dropped the top 10? ESPN dropped the top 10 NBA players, and they got
Active players?
active 10 top 10 active players.
What was
They're
that
doing
list
like
like?
uh they had the Joker, yeah, like, I don't know what in particular order, but it was like the Joker, Giannis.
Okay.
Um, I don't even think they didn't even have Devin Booker on there.
Oh, he must be hot about that.
Yeah, they didn't have Devin Booker on there, but they had KD, they had LeBron, they had Anthony Davis. I don't even think Anthony Davis is better right now than where he is, but I'll have to pull it up and I'll inbox it offside, and then we should come up with our own top 10.
Huh. Top 10 players in the league right now. I'm actually on ESPN right now looking for it. Like I'm trying to
Look
look
at
for it.
check out Grant Williams. Yeah, Grant Williams. I don't even think he fits their system, to be honest. I watched the first like five
It was
minutes and
like
I was
he
like,
hits threes, so yeah, bring him in.
Let me see. Shout out. Oh, shout out. We're doing shout. Oh, because everyone
Oh,
that came
well, no,
in,
NBA.
Melissa, Megan, Denisha, Jonathan, Tony, all the viewers that tuned in today. This was our last minute. This is the episode two of
Episode
season
two,
two
first
of
post game
season two.
show. Happy to see that.
Season two. Yo, I usually would be streaming right now, but I just drove like 3 hours from New Hampshire.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, that was just the drive. Stuck in traffic. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get on there on time.
Oh wow, so they gave Jason Tatum number 6.
Yeah, see?
Curry 5, Luca on 4, Joel Embiid at 3, Jokic at 2, and Giannis is the best player in the league.
Yeah. But you gotta think like this mad players on 10. Like right now, Joker right now is the number one player in basketball. And I
I
hate
agree.
to say it's just what it
Anthony
is. He's like
Davis at 10, LeBron at 9, Shea Gildas Alexander at 8, Kevin at 7, JT
yeah, six.
at 6.
Yeah, the list is the list. There's just people like I wouldn't have Anthony Davis over Devin Booker. Like Devin Booker is an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis get hurt all the time, so he ain't really like that.
Hmm. It's
That's the thing.
an interesting list. Even though he murked us, the babyface assassin is still on the list, and that makes me happy to see that. Because a lot of these, if you're looking at this list, right, Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, they're gonna be around for a long time. Luca at 4, around, he's gonna be around for a long time. Steph is not gonna be around for a
Not gonna
long
be
time.
around all the time.
Tatum will be. Durant won't be.
B. LeBron won't be.
SGA will be. LeBron won't be. Anthony
Anthony
Davis
Davis
not much
not
longer.
much longer.
You know what I'm saying? So half that list in the next 5 years is not gonna really be playing.
Nope. Nope.
So
I think they did the top 100 too, and they were kind of going pace by pace, and not for nothing. They have like they don't even have like they have like John Morant is like 30 something,
oh
which
yeah,
makes
I had
no
heard that
sense.
they dropped him down to
They
30 something.
did like John Morant down. You got Kyrie like underneath like Drew Holiday. No disrespect, I like Drew Holiday, but he ain't better than Kyrie Irving. Sorry, it's just what that shit
Maybe
is.
I mean, maybe Drew Holiday's defense is that much is as valuable as Kyrie's offense. Like maybe
Oh
that's
yeah, I see what you're saying.
I can see that they
I
value
see
that.
that.
Yeah, right. Hendrick not siding with Kyrie. That's just usually what happens. Resto is always for Kyrie. Yeah, man, I love Kyrie, man. I don't agree with
Hold
everything
on.
he says, but I love him on the basketball court 100%.
Exactly, Brian. We have no idea why Luca is above JT.
Yeah, I don't. Luca might be more. Luca's far more secure with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Luca is, and not to say that JT is not clutch, but Luca is just crazy clutch.
But Luca
JT
don't make
plays
his
better
team better.
defense. Yeah, Luca don't make his teammates. Eh, he is their point guard, so he does to a certain extent. The dude is Larry Bird. He's Baby Bird, and it just looks different. I can understand why they think Luca is better because Jason Tatum is an offensive player. He's also a defensive player as well. He's much better than Luca on the defensive end. But they're saying that they value Luca's offense that much more than what Jason Tatum can do on both sides of
I
the
can see
floor.
what you're saying.
And I can understand that. I can get that, but I'm a defensive guy. And if you don't, the game is played on both sides. Luca is an absolute liability, massively on that other side of the ball. But so is Trey Young,
So
and
Trey Young.
they make up for it, right? and Trey Young makes up for it when he can go off for 60. Yeah, that's the thing with Luka. And he can go off for 60, and if the ball's in his hand and there's one shot left to shoot and he's shooting it, it's probably gonna go in.
It's
It's
probably
probably gonna go. And I gotta be honest, I love JT, but he has the ball in his hand. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. With Luka, it's here comes death. Here comes death. He's gonna make
You
that.
right.
Fuck. Like,
He's
oh
a
damn, I did
killer.
it again. He's going to make that shot almost every time. Damn it, don't hit me with the left. Luka scares me when it comes to the end of the game and hitting game winners. Certain players can do that better than anybody, and he's in that class of guy that will do some hurt to you at the end of a game. JT's 50-50. He can do a shot. He can hurt you. Luka will.
There's a big chance he's gonna hurt. We'll do my shout outs because there was
Shout him out. Shout him out.
I want to shout out my wife and my kids, even though they're passed out sleep. I want to be able to do it. Shout out my boy Resto.
Word, shout out.
Taking over in the beginning, my guy. Shout out to King C's in the background. We appreciate you, bro. Patrick, whatever you're saying, bro. Yeah, it's true. Humbly, he is one of the best players on the planet. Facts.
Humbly.
Facts. Yo, game 2, yo, Friday. Let's make this work.
Yup.
Do your shout outs, Resto.
Shout out my wife. Watching the babies, but the baby's asleep, so she's probably asleep. Shout out CJ for running in here, hustling, killing it, watching the game, doing triple time. Like, this is a job for us, guys. Like, we love this job. This is our job, though. This is like our job. So we here doing our job. We have to watch the game. Like, it's not like we can just turn it on and leave it in the background. We gotta pay attention, gotta run stats and whatnot. With that said, shout out the homies. Shout out everybody supporting. Shout out all the people who got love for the crew. Shout out all the people supporting #Celtics Nation and CJ and Resto. Follow the pages, like, subscribe, comment, share.
Send the stars.
And the stars
so that we can help us do more
subscribe,
things.
do all of that, because all of that supports the page, which supports us to make this bigger. We it's not like we paying our bills with this. We putting it right back into the page so that we can bring you guys way more content and blow this up and keep you guys entertained and bring you more interviews with people that you want to see interviews with, and not just randos, right? We're not just bringing in we bringing in who y'all want to see. So with that said, support the pages. Shout out the homies. Shout out everybody supporting the ciphers when they was happening. Now that those are over, we just coasting and we do a CJ and Resto and #Celtics Nation. So it's all love. Shout out King C. Shout out King C.
King
man. Yeah. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all on Friday. We're gonna whoop these damn Heat because they are trash.
Exactly. Yo, CJ and Resto, we out. Yo, we out.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's your boy, DJ on the corner of County. Where we at? And this is #Celtics Nation. CJ and Resto.
Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. CJ and Resto. Yeah, it's CJ and Resto. CJ and Resto. He said it's CJ and Resto. Who? CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. Yo, CJ and Resto. Hey yo, it's CJ and Resto. He said it's CJ and Resto. Who? CJ and Resto.